Hello everyone, welcome back to the Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video here. So we're going to be continuing on, taking a look at these 3rd and 4th anniversary LRs. This one we're going to be focusing on Gogeta here in the, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Gogeta fight. Now this isn't the toughest fight anymore, but I figure I'm going to work my way through the meta and see just about where these units are getting to the point where they really aren't too viable anymore. And so far, at least like Vegito, Goku and Vegeta have done really good on this fight. I imagine Gogeta will as well, although he does have type of disadvantage in this fight, so in the later phases. So that is something to, keep in mind, but I do think he'll perform pretty well. Now, my Gogeta, I do have 2 dupes in, so that's pretty nice. I feel like more or less he has a decent enough build considering, how long ago I made this build. So, without further ado, let's just jump right in. Oh, by the way, this is getting out a bit later than the others, just got a bit delayed with stuff, because of IRL, but now we're gonna be getting back into it. So, I'll have this one go out Saturday, I think, and then we'll probably do 2 or 3 a day going forward again. But yeah, let's just jump right in. Okay. Could be better. Could be better rotation-wise. Wait, hold on, intro. Okay, now something I do want to make a note of here real quick just at the beginning. When I was doing Vegito in here, I really was trying to force the fusion. I got it once in like, it genuinely took me like an hour and a half of trying, and I just somewhat got lucky. That is the thing about the 3rd year anniversary LRs, that while probably maybe their fusion states are potentially better than the 4th years, I would say that it is very difficult to get into a under 50% HP starting from the 6th turn. At least it's from the start of battle. That they were smart in the past with the start of battle stuff, but not too much we can do in the front of trying to force it. I already have experience trying to force it, so I'm not gonna waste time trying to force it. If it happens, I'm happy for it, but it's just the thing with I do try to keep these as, I want to try and keep this realistic, right? It's just not going to be likely to be seen. Now I hope with their Super EZA they'll change it, but obviously that remains to be seen. Who knows when these guys are going to Super EZA? Not the most orbs, but at least we're getting the 18 key off. And then we'll grab these for the okay. Okay, now I would probably like to get both the Gogetas together. Obviously, Tech Gogeta is really good, and he'll be able to cover slot 1 for us. And then we'll have physical, Gogeta next to him. They link decent enough, I think. I think he might actually link better with the sort of int Vegito character, but we don't have him on the team here. Okay, 19 mil. Mind you, this is a guaranteed crit. Oh, I did want to point something out, actually. Before I forget. I did actually learn something quite interesting. It was maybe a day ago. I saw a post about this. So people were looking more through the data. I believe it was Proton. Maybe I think I actually saw someone replied and pointed something out, and Proton replied with the actual screenshot of the data. So whereas the Int Vegito card, both forms, and the Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta cards have the I believe it's 800% attack, 1000% defense, and the guaranteed crit. I do believe that specifically the Super Gogeta form, not this form. This still has the same sort of buffs, the 800% attack, 1000% defense, guaranteed crit. But I believe specifically this form actually does have 1200 attack, 1200 defense, and the guaranteed crit. Now, I do believe the reason probably why they did this is a real big asset of this specific version of the card is that he is doing the guaranteed crits. And I mean, when you think about it, Super Vegito has the counters. So I mean, Gogeta was always worse. Like the counters were always better, but the guaranteed crit back in the day was a pretty decent. I say back in the day, it's the 7th anniversary, but still several years ago at this point. They did give him this to sort of somewhat make up, because you didn't just have characters with guaranteed crit and such back way back when. So they did just, I guess they gave him higher stats because he already had guaranteed crit. So I mean that's a W. But yeah, that'll come in handy if we do get to see that form. But once again, who knows if that's actually going to come out here or not. I figured I'd just take a moment and address that. Now I would try and potentially like show that on like screen here, but I actually I would have to try and find it again on my phone. Now really I would like to like show that on like the data website or something like Dokkan Info, but the issue there is I actually don't know where it is in the data sort of. So I don't know if that's even something you can actually really look at on Dokkan Info, because the only times I've actually seen the actual buff, it's been like an actual like screenshot of the in the data itself, and I obviously, you know, I think it goes without saying that a lot of people don't know how to do that, myself included. That's more of like a sort of Proton sort of thing. So you know, shout out to him for putting that info out. I remember the Heroes Night when you know, when all the EZAs came out, and I was like, wait, what? They're not actually, because I was genuinely expecting the buffs to be in there, and I didn't see them, and it's like, okay, well, maybe they're just going to come with the summonable units on the 11th. Because I was actually expecting like the cards to get updated in some form, but they did it in a different way, where it was like a buff that it was assigned to like certain IDs, so it didn't like register specifically on the card, but they just wrote like boosted for a limited time on it. So okay, so how do I want to do this here? We're up to 1 million now. 1 million's cool and all, but that's not suffice to say, he's not going to really be able to tank there. I can do, you know what, let's do this actually. I don't really need to get the super attack on Super Saiyan 3 Goku there. And then we can just go for this. Okay. This should be another pretty good turn from, I mean, we don't got 24 key once again, but still, he'll be able to perform pretty well. 154k. Yeah, there's, if that Goku is taken out, there's no way Gogeta. Oh, really? I would have figured I would have gotten an additional super. Oh, wait, no, we're sealed, huh? Okay, makes sense. Okay. Yeah, pretty decent. I mean, the guaranteed crit is obviously very nice. I mean, you do see it a lot more nowadays, where you're getting guaranteed crits or high chances, great chances of critting and such, just practically for free. So, I mean, that does lead to doing a lot of damage. Now, certainly Gogeta and Vegito both, well, maybe like the counters, I guess, on Vegito, because it is guaranteed critting, but like overall, when you just look at them, they don't do as much damage or get as much sort of raw defense as the 4th year anniversary LRs. Now I would say that me personally, I do think probably the 4th year anniversary LRs are the best of this sort of batch, but you know, when they fuse, you know, full heal is nice. And you know, they do have the sort of dodge in their, you know, first forms, the medium chance. It's not a lot, but they do also have, and really effectively, it's like the same defensive mechanic that the Super Saiyan 4s have, because they're not going to take damage from normals anyway. None of these characters are going to take damage from normals, I'm pretty confident. So I mean, certainly it is somewhat of a similar mechanic, because they have the medium chance to dodge. Here, I can show this. Just against everything, whereas like the Super Saiyan 4s have the sort of medium chance to counter supers. Supers are really going to be the only thing that do damage to any of these characters anyway, so it's effectively the same mechanic. And theirs gets better somewhat when they fuse, like Vegeta does have the damage reduction. But it is only 30% and then goes down 15%, so it's not really like a big amount. And then, you know, Gogeta does obviously get the high chance to dodge, which, I mean, to be fair, does go back down to a medium chance, I believe, right? Yeah, okay. So, I don't know. It's just the Super Saiyan 4s do put out better numbers. Here, let's fuse with Gogeta, though. Yeah. The guy who's gonna stop you. Oh, no supers, huh? Okay, we'll just do this. This will be... I mean, we got 4 links here. Well, actually, that'll go up to, I guess 6 links, to be fair. Damn, we're still not... Oh. Oops. I misclicked there. I mean, we'll be doing less damage from not having as much ki, but it's not the biggest difference. I mean, we're probably going to kill just this rotation just in general anyway. This is obviously a pretty strong rotation. Hopefully Tech Gogeta doesn't do too much, that way Physical Gogeta can you know, get a little like show in here. I still can't believe this guy got as good of an EZA as he did. It's genuinely shocking. Now I'd say I don't have him like as high rated as other people. I do feel like more or less 21.6. I do feel like more or less him and Janemba are like on the same playing field. I really do, because the Goku and Vegeta portion, while it is good, it's not able to. It's not as good as. I feel like the best way to put it is this. I feel like Janemba is better than the base form Goku and Vegeta. I think Super Gogeta is probably, you know, obviously better than Janemba, but I feel like it just balances out so that they're both about the same level of power. And I don't know exactly where, you know, I'd put all of them, but they're all like every unit nowadays is like all the really good ones, I guess I should say, is like a top that come out are like top 10 contenders anyway. It doesn't really matter who's like 3 or who's like 7 when you're practically saying the same thing. I don't know. Well, shit. Yeah, let's just skip this. We can have him slot 1, but this is like the only time we're gonna be able to do this. Although to be fair, it might be the only time we need it. So there's that, I guess. We'll go here. Go here. And I guess we'll do that. Not looking like the best orb-wise for Tech Gogeta, or excuse me, Physical Gogeta. We should live. We'll take damage, but yeah. You gotta, you know, really appreciate the GOAT Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Now, something to note here, a little off topic for this sort of showcase, but you know, the Golden Week TURs, like 2022, this didn't happen. And I can't really, be honest, recall 2021, but I do remember them being very good for a while, so I think that was the case there too. I wouldn't know, like, going back and back. I don't recall too far back then, but I would say it is worth noting that last year, you know, for sure, Goku and Piccolo did sort of dominate the 2023 TUR meta. And more or less, I would say the same for Boo and Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So it is something to keep you know, a watch out for. Next year, Golden Week. Those units could potentially be dominating the year. Typically, also, like, you know, there's a New Year's celebration that will be coming up, obviously, in a month, in like 2-3 weeks. Yeah, a month and like 3 weeks. As of right now. Typically, those units do age out pretty quickly. But what I will say on that, I am just talking about some general things here. I will say on that note, is I do actually expect, potentially, to see Diamond stuff there. Am I really not gonna... I'm actually... Wow, 23, okay, sure. I do expect to see Diamond units there, and now, when Superhero came out, I do feel like those were... Well, Gohan. Enough said. But Piccolo, specifically, he did really dominate that year. I feel like Piccolo's still really good now, even. So, I mean, if it is Diamond units, I would not be surprised to see them go out of their way to make them particularly good enough to dominate the year. Although, if it's like something else, I mean... Well, I mean, Hirudegarn and Super Saiyan 3 have been really good, but... Alright, what are we at, Gogeta? 23.7, okay. I mean, yeah, definitely getting the marquee does make quite a bit of a difference. We probably would have been in like 24 some odd mil if we got the 24 key. I mean, he's looking pretty good in here, but it's just, once again, I mean, we're not really losing HP. It is definitely tough to see in here, unfortunately. We'll do this. Oh, I forgot to skip it. You know, actually, let me... Because he's going to be good against all of the normals anyway. Let me do this. I feel like this is a bit of a better play. Now, Vegito probably, obviously, is going to take some damage from this normal here, but... I mean, it doesn't do too much. He should live. He really shouldn't have any issues. And then we'll probably actually just finish off next rotation. Jesus Christ. Really? I'm not a fan of that. Shit. Well, hopefully... to be fair, I don't know if this one's gotten too many supers, so his damage reduction might not be fully built up. Only 2 supers. What is a super... Oh, we dodged it. Well, I guess it doesn't matter anyway. Ow. What the hell? Really? Wow. Okay. I was not expecting that. Interesting. Okay, you know what? Let's just... Let me drop Vegito for this one, and we can... where's MUI at? I'll just throw MUI on the team. There he is. He won't have those issues. Okay, let's just jump back in. Not the biggest deal. Now, I mean, to be fair, at least now we have some more potential to actually see Gogeta come out. Once again, I don't think it's actually going to happen. But at least there's more of a chance now that we're not going to be wrapping up the fight. But yeah, it's just... I mean, we're gonna go through another, like, 6, 7, 8 turns, whatever here. And just once again, I guarantee it's probably just gonna be, like, you know, not really being able to see it. Yeah, I mean, it sucks, obviously. You would really want to see Gogeta, Vegito as often as possible, but once again, I mean, that sort of HP condition is just pretty... Now, at least what they have going for them is... it is a passive transformation. They haven't still... It'd be very simple as per my understanding, but they still haven't given themselves the ability to update actives. And I would say at this point it is rather intentional. Like, it's... I feel like from the moment, like, last year, that Gohan, the Super Saiyan 1 and the 2 Gohan EZA, I felt like from that point forward, it was pretty obvious that it was an intentional decision to not update active skills. So I don't know if they're ever going to go back on that decision that they've made, clearly. Who knows? It would be nice, obviously, but for some reason they refuse to do it. So when a unit has like an active transformation, it really does hurt them. But when you have a passive transformation, like the 3rd anniversary LRs, even like a Super EZA, it just targets the passive. It will target the passive. So I mean, the transformation is, I would say, pretty likely going to get buffed. I mean, obviously we'll see specifically, but it's definitely something to look forward to. I guess I'll just do this because I don't want to put Kid Buu in front of all of those. Now, unfortunately, Gogeta's really not going to get too much key now here, though, is the issue. And Tech Gogeta in slot 7, obviously not the best, but we'll work around to getting him over here. Okay, decent damage. Oh, we dodged. That medium chance to dodge, that's a W. Okay. We take those. Now, I am just like, I don't know, very nostalgia, obviously, but it's definitely good to see, you know, all these boys back to their glory and whatnot. Their EZAs kind of, like all of their EZAs really did like suck. Like honestly, they sucked. They were the strongest. Some of the strongest, I guess I should rephrase, units of that time, but every unit did like just suck at that time, and it was just like the 7th year anniversary LRs sucked the least. So I mean, they did get rather unfortunate ECs. They aged out pretty quickly, and for like a Dokkan Fest anniversary LR, it's pretty shameful how they were treated. So I'm really happy that they did the temporary buff. I don't expect them to Super EZA on the 10th anniversary. I mean, it is the 10th anniversary. It's a big anniversary. They are going to do some pretty big things that just flat out we are not going to be expecting them to do. There's no way they don't. It's the biggest anniversary. Like, no one was expecting like an EX part for like the 7th anniversary with that sort of what was that event called? I don't remember. It's an EZA though. It had 999 stages. You get like 300 stones from beating it all, a bunch of other rewards. And no one was expecting that. No one was expecting like another free-to-play LR of the Goku and Vegeta Jr. Albeit they did kind of blow, but just things that no one expected. We're going into the big, like, for a Dragon Ball game, 7th anniversary is obviously big. You know, 7 Dragon Balls, but just a 10th anniversary, what, 10 years of service, what that means is, I mean, it's the biggest thing we're going to see. So they are going to do things that, like, oh my god, what? But I really would say, I feel like you're setting yourself up for failure, and I would be happily wrong about this. Once again, we're not getting the most key here, unfortunately. You know, it actually might be better to do this. I would feel like that you're setting yourself up for failure, Million. If you are expecting, like, Vegito and Gogeta to get Super ECAs, I mean, I'd take it, you know, but it really feels like that'd just be pushing it along too far, like the schedule, so to speak. We are getting kind of low on HP, which could be good for us. So long as, you know, Kid Buu doesn't just get, like, absolutely washed at the end. I mean, we'll see what happens, right? But I really expect these guys to be, like, I don't even know, like, years off. Well, yeah, I feel like that's fair. Years off? It sounds kind of crazy, but, like, we haven't even... Who's the furthest Super EZA we've gotten so far? Well, I guess it's Super Saiyan Goku, but he's a free-to-play LR, and that's not really... I don't really feel like that counts, but other than him, I mean, we're still in the, like, early Dokkan Fest era of cards. Like, it's just super EZA for a Dokkan Fest LR. I mean, we're not even close just to LRs in general. Like, I genuinely do feel like it is just, you are setting yourself up for failure to expect them. So I really do like what they've done here with this sort of temporary buff. I do hope they continue to do it in the future. I know this is sort of meant as a way to build up the 10th anniversary and reminiscence of the times and such. You know, using all the old units. You know, building hype. But, like, I don't know. I just do feel like they really should keep doing these in the future. I would be fine, like, you know, if we have worldwide, you know, next year, it's like Cell Saga, you know, make a temporary buff for the Int Cell and the AGL Gohan. Like, they're not going to super EZA anytime soon. Make them viable for just a limited time. Sure, why not? It's just fun. It's a really good thing. Dokkan's done a lot of really good, really small things that just severely enhance the quality of the game over the years, which you really do gotta appreciate. Now, see, we do have a bit of a thing here. What is the... Where does he get his extra damage reduction? What? Under 70%? Okay. We do have the additional stats, which means we are at 60% damage reduction. He's probably a decent enough slot 1 in this scenario. I would like to try and get Gogeta out here. But I feel like this just might be like the better play. Once again, like I said earlier, I'm really not going to try and force it. If it happens, it happens. But being low HP, I mean, even if in this fight, even though it's not the hardest of hard fights, obviously anymore, you can still. I mean, yeah, we're taking 50k normals before attacking. Like, you can still get pretty washed up in here. So I don't know. Would be nice, but I'm not going to count on it. Now, thankfully, though, we do finally have the sort of 24 key turn for physical Gogeta. So, I mean, that'll be nice to see. We're probably just going to be, like, over 24 mil. But, you know, 24 mil guaranteed crit. Of course, they do only have, like, the one super guaranteed. But a 24 mil guaranteed crit is still really decent. Alright, what do we got here? No, 26. 26.4. Yeah, obviously pretty good. I mean, I do have like the 17 additional or so I did show earlier on these guys, so it would be nice to see a crit, you know, additional super crit or something. But unfortunately, you know, with only one additional chance, it is pretty unlikely to see the hidden potentials go off. Now, I would imagine that come around like next turn, I will probably be finishing this up. I mean, we'll see, obviously. Well, not next turn, but like next turn the Gogeta's augmentation, because we will be able to go into... You know what, let's use the actives. Well, let's use Goku's active. We'll do this. Go over here, and here. I do feel like we have a decent enough chance at least of, you know, next turn being able to finish with having Tech Gogeta. I mean, obviously we're not going to have physical Gogeta out, but we will do a lot of damage, obviously, so. And we'll have Super Saiyan 3 Goku there, too. Although he doesn't have as much and boost like a ally on the rotation. That is the one downside about running this team, but it doesn't... I mean, he does get, like, the additional, I guess, which can obviously increase his defense quite a bit. But it's not, like, the biggest deal. He should still be fine defensively. And still... Oh, wait, no, we don't have him. We actually have Boo here. Oh, okay. Well, that's my bad, then. Let's do that. Holy shit. Okay. Well, Scouter's a W, obviously. We'll go there. And then we can get 4 rainbow orbs. Alright, let's do this. Now, I do think that, I mean, obviously, Tech Gogeta's gonna be fine here, but, like, Physical Gogeta, we even dodged it. This unit's so crazy. I do think that Physical Gogeta is probably going to eat that AoE normal, just for, like, nothing. Oh, especially when we're getting, like, the attack lower in there. I mean, yeah, this is just, like, a crazy rotation, obviously. Although, we probably actually will not kill. I mean, we don't have Super Saiyan 3 Goku here, so I really was counting on that. And we did not get the hidden potential. Okay, yeah, we're definitely not going to kill here, but we'll still do a lot of damage with Physical Gogeta yet to attack. 24.2, yeah. Alright, buddy. Eat it. Holy shit, what? Really? How? You know what? I didn't even think about that. When he supers, he raises his attack. That's what that was. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. You know what? We'll just cut away for just a moment here. We'll be right back. But we'll get back up to, like, the sort of 5th phase again. And then we should hopefully be able to actually kill it this time around. Okay, there we go. We finally got Gogeta. Whereas with the Vegitos, it's actually, they don't really synergize. Thankfully, the Gogeta combo does. When this character gets low health, obviously they fuse and heal. And then that brings us to full health. And then we can pop Tech Gogeta. So really an insane combo between these two. Oh, that's not good. You know, I kind of want to... I'm not going to throw, but I do kind of want to put him in front of that. I'm not going to, though. Now, I mean, I did show for just a moment there, but when we're up to 1.2 mil now, that is just a factor of... You know, he does have the better boost. Once again, I'm pretty sure they gave him that to make up for the fact that he already had guaranteed crit, and that was like his whole thing. So they did want to make him just a bit stronger, obviously, to compensate, which I am pretty happy with. So. Alright, what do we got though? Hopefully we can only see like a double super turn from Tech Gogeta. That way we can see at least one from Physical Gogeta. That would be really nice. Let's see. Normal. We won't kill though. Okay. Yeah, we'll be able to see the super from Gogeta here. This will be doing quite a bit. Yeah, 33.1. So definitely a sizable increase. I mean, from the 24 key in the base. I mean, it's like a 7 mil increase or something. So obviously we're doing quite a bit more damage, quite a bit more defense. You know, we do have temporarily high chance of dodge, but it does go back to a medium. But yeah, he does obviously look pretty good there. Damn, I don't know what to do here. I feel like maybe we transform Tech Gohan. Yeah. Do I have the skip on still? Yeah, okay. We're gonna transform Tech Gohan. Yeah, he should be a lot better suited for that. Really. What is he? Shocking speed? Interesting. Okay, I mean, we can float Goku because he'll do more damage, and we have more defense next to do anyway. I expect next turn should kill as well anyway, so... I mean, the double Gogeta rotation... I mean, I guess that is to say if Gohan doesn't die here, but we have 1.4 mil with guard. We can potentially take a lot here, but we should move. What the fuck? It's been a while since I've done this fight a lot. I'm actually shocked. That is crazy. No, we finally got Gogeta. Damn it. Damn, I'm actually getting wasted in this fight right now, huh? Okay. Well, we'll come back again. All right, and we are back here. A little dangerous here. But, you know, I figure either way, we're going to end things here. So, I mean, either physical Gogeta really pops off, or, you know, he doesn't. Which, to be fair, this is a pretty bad scenario for him, obviously. But if I put Tech Gogeta in slot 1, he's obviously going to kill. So, I mean, this is what we're doing. We'll see how it goes. I do have, you know, Tech Gohan on the team. He has greatly lowered his attack like 2 or 3 times in this phase. So, I mean, the normals shouldn't be an issue. But it also does depend on where the super lands. I mean, we'll see, right? We do have the high chance to dodge still. We do have 6 dodge in our hit potential. Let's play this out. Come on, Gogeta. Get the dodges in for us, brother. Ah, no. Damn, that's unfortunate. That would have been a really good look for him. Is what it is, though. I'd rather... Oh, God. I mean, type disadvantage. I'd rather him die to the super than just camp out and have Tech Gogeta eat it and finish things off. It is what it is. Alright, though. I mean, obviously not the best fight for him. But that being said, you know, at least we got to see Gogeta out a few times. And it did show, you know, his defense and his attack does get a sizable increase. Because he does have those extra buffs from the boost. So that's pretty nice. But we're going to end things here. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. We're going to be moving on to Beast Gohan with the Super Saiyan Force next. So stick around for that. And take care.